keep you up and running no matter what. Better believe it. Search Sky Business Broadband.
Silence, real silence, ain't just about not talking. It's about making them listen when there ain't a single word coming out your mouth. See, the loud ones, the screamers, the attention freaks, they get noticed for a moment. But the ones they remember, the ones that burn in their damn skulls like smoke in a small room, those are the ones who say nothing, but change everything. Let me ask you something, kid. When did the pain finally shut you up? Not when it hurt the first time. No. It's when you kept explaining yourself, kept begging them to understand your worth, kept giving, fixing, hoping, and they kept taking. And one day, you just stopped. That silence, that's when your power started, and their fear began. Because now you're thinking what you're planning or who the hell you're becoming. And that scares them more than all your screaming ever did. You were loud before. They laughed. You cried. They pitied you. But now you don't speak. You don't react. You just exist. And they
how's it going, mate?
Because your presence has become a storm they can't predict. And
come here.
humans,
Haven't you seen Hacksaw
they
Ridge?
fear what they can't control. Years explaining yourself to people who already made up their mind about you. How tragic is that, huh? You sat there trying to convince them you were loyal, good, worth it, while they were already plotting your replacement. What a joke. You bent till you cracked just to prove your heart was real in a world that treats kindness like a damn weakness. They took you for granted, not because you weren't enough. They were too empty to recognize value right in front of them. But you're different now, ain't you? You got tired of dancing for people who don't even know the rhythm of loyalty. You got tired of begging for love from people who couldn't even spell sacrifice. So you shut up, you ghosted back. And now they're confused. They keep checking if you're mad, if you're broken, if you still care. But you don't.
I can't wait for the season to start, man.
Watch them fall into
I
the
miss me
silence they
football.
forced you into.
Yeah.
That, my friend, is the loudest revenge you'll ever serve.
You know something?
Cold,
I'm learning how to chew
clean,
food again. It's fucking
and in
brilliant,
full
man.
control. People only ask, what's wrong? When you stop giving them what they had no right to in the first place. Ain't that the punchline? You were the lifeline to people who would have let you drown. You were the healer to people who caused the wounds. And now they act shocked that you've gone quiet. Funny. See, when a kind
I'm learning how to
soul
chew
hardens,
food after 20 years.
the world don't know how to react. They only loved you when you were soft.
Shout out to my G there, man.
Now that you've got a spine,
I wouldn't have
stitched
them
with
teeth
fire,
without him.
silence, they tremble.
I think they look
Because
okay.
they can't gaslight silence. They can't twist your words when you don't say
I
them.
can chew food again.
They can't
Grab a
guilt
fable of a
trip
question
you
for
when
you.
you don't board their damn.
What's your favourite genre in movies? Go on, hit me with it. I'll tell you what my top 3 are, right? I'll pick documentaries over everything, even over movies. But I'd say comedy, thrillers, and documentaries. Like, okay, what's your thriller? Go on, hit me. It's very hard to just pick one off the top of your head, but go on. Let me inside your head. I watch a lot of war documentaries, me. You know, but I watch all kind. I watch the Belter about Chicago the other night. You know, all about like the amount of shootings over in Chicago. You know, with drill music and trap music and all that comes from there. It's like, and do you reckon that more people have been killed in Chicago gangland than in every war America's ever taken part in? How insane is that? You know, like 100,000 murders or however many there is, like, you know, like in Chicago. I've always like kind of liked the music, you know. I like King Von, I like Chief Keef, I like, you know, but oh, Shawshank Redemption, that's a fucking great movie, that. You know what I mean? That's a brilliant one, that. But you have to put the Green Mile in with that. It's just like saying Platoon. You can't mention Platoon without Full Metal Jacket. You know. You know. Yeah. I love that movie, I do. You know, Enemy at the Gate is brilliant as well. All about Vasily. What's his name? Something about a hitman. You know, Jude Law plays him. Or Ed Harris plays one and Jude Law plays the other. You know, they used to try out smart each other, you know. What else? The Killing Fields. That was brutal as well. But one of my favourite army movies the last 20 years have to be Hacksaw Ridge. You know, you can put there's loads of movies in there. Hurt Locker. That was a belter, that, about an explosive expert, you know what I mean? Fucking brilliant movies, man. But when it comes to psychological thrillers, like movies like Seven and shit like that, I didn't do that. Officer, no, detective, detective. Yeah, here. I paid your wife a visit this morning and we tried to play nice in the house, but it didn't work out. So I took a souvenir, a pretty little head. What's in the box? Oh. And he goes, I took the life of your pretty wife and the life growing inside her. And then he looks at Morgan Freeman and goes, oh, he didn't know. Oh, I was like, my man's getting double tapped. Right here in front of the cameras, on helicopter and all, you're fucked, mate. You know what I mean? He emptied his gun into him. You know, suck on that, you cunt. You know what I mean? Wow, like, that's brutal. Like, it's the same as Seven. Like I said, Seven and Silence of the Lambs. Like, that's next level shit. Well, that's good to hear, mate. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan of love. You know, love is like a drug, isn't it? We all want it. You know, very similar, love and drugs. They cost money. You know, both of them. That's the one common denominator between the two. They both cost money. You know, so some people say you don't have an addiction. You do, you lying cunt. Your missus fucking is cleaning you out. But No, I like documentaries. I watched one on Netflix 2 days ago about this guy, right? It's called Trainwreck. And this inventor, he made this little mini UFO, right? Filled it with helium, tied it off, yeah? You want to see the size of this fucking thing, yeah? He had it tied down with a rope. He filled it with helium. The thing went up and didn't come back down, but I think a 6-year-old got in it. Well, he thought a 6-year-old got in it. The thing was up, and next of all, it's fucking, you know, it's called Trainwreck. Fucking insane, man. Do you know what that light better fuck off? It's doing me head in. Yellow tape around that body, it's a triple homicide. You could have told me I had my headset connected. But I'm watching a documentary there about a girl called Lucy Blackman. She went to Japan years ago. She went to Tokyo and she was a hostess. Long story short, they found her body in a cave. This geezer was super wealthy and he covered his tracks, but he fucked up. You know what I mean? That was interesting. So I've gone through the new Squid Game. What else? Oh, what's the name of that other one? Have any of you ever watched that on Netflix, Trainwreck? Like, I watched one about fucking the 1999 fucking Woodstock. That was insane, man. I was watching it, I'm like, mate, there's people passing out in the middle of that crowd and they're getting stood all over. You know, and then Limp Bizkit come out and fucked everything up, didn't they? You know, like that. The first, like this festival is like Glastonbury, right? Except for like this, there was nearly, I think, well over 150,000 people there, right? But they took the piss out of the concert goers. Like on the Friday, a bottle of water was $3, and on the Sunday they were charging $20 for the same £3-pound bottle of water. They took the piss, so they lit it up. Literally. I tell you what, you have to be fucking nuts getting mosh pits. You know, why would you get in there? Here, I don't mind having a look at you. Who's getting in it, but I'm not getting in there. Me bollocks, man. You know, cunts throwing fucking Superman punches all over the place and all, and you're fucking... No, I'm glad I was never into all that fucking garbage like me daughter. She used to listen to Slipknot. You know, I felt like fucking getting a knot and wrapping it around my neck listening to it. How's that music? That's fucking torture to your ears. You know, like, there's a difference between Limp Bizkit and fucking Slipknot. How can you listen? That's not music. That's noise. That's garbage. You know, loads of fucking psychos on a stage with fucked up masks, mate. Here, I seen someone coming out the door with a mask like that. Here, mate, I'm going back in my house. You know, I want to be able to see her face, but not wearing one of them fucked up things, no. Unless I have a baseball bat in my hand, yeah. Then with a fucking... Like, do you ever see the mask they wear? You know what I mean? Like, that shit, like, that's noise pollution. I didn't even see his. How are you, Mary? I didn't even see his in there, Finn. I didn't even see it. Does that ever happen sometimes for you? Your comments, the fucking freeze for a few minutes. Have any of you watched anything decent recently on Netflix? Oh yeah, here, Finn. I watched one the other night called Almost Cops. It was fucking brilliant, it was. Yeah, Almost Cops. It's about these two coppers in Holland. You know, two black coppers. Like, it's funny. It's like a kind of fucking Bad Boys with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. But I watched a good one the other day about 7/7 manhunt. You know what I mean? And the search for the 7/7 bombers. You know how blatantly like they did it that day, man, and over the coming weeks, you know what I mean? They were hit 3 or 4 times, you know what I mean? Major train stations, like, you hit the heart of London's fucking underground, you'll bring London to a standstill. Do you understand? Like, all trains cancelled, all buses fucking, yeah, move that way, away from here, boom. You know, I was watching it on Sky News, and you just hear reports of an explosion, another explosion gone off on a bus. You know, honestly, man, it opened that bus like a can. That bomb was like a tin opener. People lost their legs, their eyes, their heads, their arms, their, you know, people going to work one day, like, not realising that they weren't going home that night because of some fucked up ideology and some crazy jihad with an ideology, you know. Like, it's crazy. They say, like, the Westerners use love life, whereas we pray for death. You know, I remember the time when fucking the IRA planted a bomb in the UK near the Arndale. I was in Dublin at the time. I was about 21, I think. I was about 20, 21. I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, my fucking two brothers are over there. You know, like, are they safe? Is my sister safe? You know, fucking hell, like, you know what I mean? It's like, my stomach goes like, no, man, look at all near the Arndale, man, everywhere. All the glass and windows are blown out. I just hope Mark and Alex weren't in town that day, you know. But I don't know how hundreds of people weren't killed that day. You know, it's like what happened years ago in Enniskillen. You know what I mean? It's like, you got a code word and we're in, 15 minutes to evacuate the area, man. Boom. I was at Omaha. I'm mixing them up. My bad. Omaha. Yeah, that was fucking bad, that. You know, like, that's the one thing terrorists have over us is fear. You know, like, they try to take away our liberty by doing shit like that, trying to cause race wars and stuff, you know. In all fairness, the media would love that. You know, propaganda, jihadists, ideologists. You know, like, anybody who believes that if they blow themselves and a few other people to smithereens, they're going to paradise. I don't think so, mate. You're misguided. Because there's nowhere in the Quran where it says if you kill anybody, you'll go to paradise. Brother. Sister. You know, but it's just a minority. Like, it's like saying every Irishman's an alcoholic and a terrorist. You know, like, but there's no book or God that says if you take innocent civilians with you, you'll go to hell. You know, Like these guys, like they're super skilled, like where they can get a housing unit, a power supply, a detonator, a timer, a trip switch, and a few pound of plastic explosives and bindery. Do you understand? Separate. Each component is harmless, but if the bindery, you've got a fucking device on your hands there, mate. You know, and you get fucking nut ideologists and jihadists that some of them go on and they get PhDs in chemistry and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Purposely to fucking build bombs and do you understand? Like the Middle East, like I've watched a lot of documentaries about it and propaganda and war, and war's my favourite topic. And I think when it comes to war, we are ready. You know, that's the one thing, war, man, overnight, it creates millions of refugees. And because of that, hundreds of thousands of kids end up starving to death. How are you, Scott? How are you, Celt? All for, in the name of war. You know, we don't know how lucky we are. Oh, it's like over there, like it's an everyday thing for them people to see fucking bombs going off and, you know, like IEDs planted here, there, and everywhere. It's like fucking what used to happen years ago in Northern Ireland and in England. The voices going off every fucking where, you know what I mean? It's like a lot of innocent people dying, you know, all cause of war and religion and all that box. But I haven't long, but listen, again, I don't know what you thought of that fucking live I did last night at Leave's book thing, but I think I've got enough feedback from last night. You know, it's like a lot of people. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of people watched it, but a few people watched it. You know, and if you want to know a bit more, fucking buy that book there. I agree, bro. Rulers, dictators, tyrants, conquerors. You know, it's like you know what, right? Now, in the world, you have fuckers like Hitler and Stalin and cunts like that. It's, you know, there's no the world for people like that. Like, you know, and it's crazy. It's like, over the ages, we've had dictators, rulers, tyrants, colonizers, fucking, you know, that's what history teaches us, you know what I mean? Whether it's fucking Hitler, whether it's Stalin, whether it's fucking Genghis Khan or fucking whoever. You know, how are you, Hayden? Do you know what? It's not even sunny out, and do you know what? It's like fucking. It feels like it's 22 out there. I can't wait for the football season to start, man. Cause it's oh god, man. As a Man United fan, last season has to be the worst season ever of being a Man United fan for me. You know, so things are looking up. You know, I can chew through it. So yeah, I'm over the moon. Imagine not being able to chew for 20 years, literally. You know, and now I'm learning how to chew food again. Like it's deadly. It is. Uh, you know how long it is since I wanted to bite on a sausage. Now, wait, hang on. Can I change me words? The last time I wanted to get me teeth into a sausage. It's not gonna shine this no matter what way I say it, is it? You know, but you know, before, right? Right, so I had lasagna and curly fries for me tea, right? I've not been able to eat anything curly. Hey, I've not even, like I said, I've not been able to chew food for 20 years, man, and I'm fucking over the moon. It's like, that's why I was watching the road crossing last night. I was like, that'd be my luck to get me teeth done, and 2 weeks later, get hit by a tram. So I was staying out of the tram lines last night, because they trigger me, Uh, like, I nearly give myself a full-on panic attack last night because I was like, I don't even know where this place is. Like, you know what I mean? I know it's here somewhere. And all you can see is steel buildings. Like, I can just see glass all around me. I was like, it's around here somewhere, you know. Oh, yeah, me chick made that video for me today. I was like, it doesn't even look like me, you know. Right, it's his jacket, not mine. You know, hey, I can dance much better than that. But that wasn't me in any way. If it's just someone that looked like me. Do you know, isn't it deadly what you can do now? Like, now, even though I have all the tools at my disposal, I don't know how to use the tools. I'm no good at making videos. I'm shit at it. Otherwise, my channel, man, I'd have a lot more numbers. I could do me videos, right? But I don't like asking for help, The only time I'll ask anyone to make a video is if I ask Pablo. If I hit a target or another 100 or whatever. But it's long, this, man. My channel is getting stuck. That's what I've noticed, like, so. Yeah, well, I'll do something to unstuck it in a few days, let's say. We'll see. Like I said, no pressure. Bro, that's a fucking AI generated thing. That's not me dancing. Bro, my back's fucked. I can't dance like that. Now, maybe many years ago, I probably would have having a go, but yeah, it's fucking AI generated. That's not me. That's some he she. Shout out to the he she, whoever it is. I like the moves. How'd you get my coat, you cunt? Me missus made it for me. She was in there laughing. I was like, what are you laughing at? She said, at you. I said, what do you mean? She said, look. I was like, here, who did you let into the house that looks like me? You can't even, do you understand? I'm like, yeah, so I'm going to get me missus to make. You have to be able to have a fucking laugh. Do you understand? But I'm going to fuck off. So, I just want to listen to this song before I go because it's here. I like it, mate. But anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow. Where's it gone? I like this song. And I don't care whether you like it or not. I'm not honest. I like it. Thanks everybody for coming in. And I'll see you all tomorrow. And if you've not bought that book, Born in Prison, here, knock yourself out.
No matter what kind of work your team does, Asana can help manage it. From project intake to campaign management to strategic planning and more. Asana works for you. Try it for free at asana.com.
Good night. Thanks for coming in. Suddenly goes away somehow. I'll see you all tomorrow, will you? but you
I'm not letting you take away. Standing in front of me, every breath, every hour has come to this. One step closer. I die every day
waiting for you.
Darling, don't be afraid.
I have loved you for 1,000 years. Look, stop fitting perfect. I can chew through it. I'll see you all tomorrow, right? And you. If you're not sub to Mary's channel, Mr. Dublin Celt, if you're not sub to Mr. Rab, shout out to you and your missus, mate. Who else is in there? If you're not sub to Hayden and Ballymun, can you go sub to him and Scott? Yeah, I'm Fable as well. I'm Finn, Jay, Jono, Jordan, Lena, Pablo. You know who to go and sub to. Like I said, if you're honest with me, I'll back you to the hill. But if you lie to me once, I'll just ignore you. Unsub to me channel if you want, bro. It's okay. I don't need your one sub. I don't need people like you supporting me. You're phony. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow with you. Pew.